What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Golanvolt, and I am back again with another Top 10 Tuesdays on the channel. Last week we did the Top 10 Legends I want to see in Madden 19, and this week I'm coming at you with a brand new episode, the Top 10 MUT card arts of all time. For those of you who don't know, who don't follow me on Twitter, who don't know me that well as a person, I love playing Madden, I love making YouTube videos, but I am also a graphic designer by trade. I am a graphic artist. I love all things graphic design. I love making logos, I love making posters, literally anything that comes with it, I'm obsessed. So as you guys can probably guess, one of my favorite parts of Madden Ultimate Team, and it has always been one of my favorite parts, is the card art. The actual art on the card. I could care less about the ratings, I could care less about the overall, I could care less about who is on the card, but I love how the card looks. Since I started playing Madden Ultimate Team back in 25, the card art was super important to me. I could not start a card on my team if it didn't look good, and if I was trying to decide between two cards, if I wanted to go maybe with this card or maybe with this card, the deciding factor was always how it looked. So I'm a huge graphic design nerd, I'm a huge art nerd, and I figured it only made sense to do a top 10 card art of all time. I had some of you guys tweet me on Twitter some of your favorite card arts. I obviously incorporated some of my favorite card arts, and it was really tough to make a top 10 list because obviously there's been so many Maddens, there's been so many Ultimate Teams with thousands and thousands of card arts, and it was really hard to narrow it to 10. So as much as it's kind of a weenie thing to do, I didn't just choose 10. I also have a little bit of an honorable mention list with just a few that I just couldn't leave off. As always, comment down below your favorite card art, what you think has been left off my top 10 list for this week. And as always, if you want to tweet me them as well, that's also great. Leave a like if you're excited for this video, if you're excited for this Top 10 Tuesdays series to continue. As always, tweet me or comment your suggestions for future themes down below. Subscribe to join the Volt Squad. I just hit 1.7 thousand subscribers yesterday, so thank you guys so much for that. Without further ado, let's start it off with the honorable mentions. So like I said, it's kind of a weenie thing to do because obviously top 10 list, you want to choose 10 things, but literally, I'm not exaggerating. It's like choosing between, you know, which of my kids are my favorite. I couldn't do it. So just to throw it on some honorable mention list, I have the Madden 25 positional hero, like you can see here, from Earl Thomas. Different Madden 16 flashback art, basically any flashback art, but I really like Madden 16, especially this dark one, as you can see here with Ndamukong Suh. I don't know, Man of the Month for Madden 17. I don't know if that's on here. MUT 15 BCA, this Ray Lewis with the ribbon wrapped around him. Super dope. Chemistry Romo. There was also a Chemistry Glover Quinn, but this Romo super sick. The blue. I have a huge list here. They're not all pictured on the video, but like I said, Man of the Month, Signature, Madden 13 Most Feared, BCAs, rookie cards, amazing. So that was the honorable mentions. I just could not leave them out. Let's get it started with number 10. So number 10 is the Madden 25 Ghost promo. It also could be included in Madden 13 because the art is the same, but I'm just going to say Madden 25 because that's when I played it. And basically it's Ghost of Madden, present, past, or future. Basically players that are, you know, big players in Madden. And they took the card art rather than it being a photo of the player like it always is. They had to be a screenshot of the game of Madden Ultimate Team. It's super cool. So example, Thurman Thomas, they took this 8-bit screenshot from the old school Maddens, the Cam Newton and the Keenan Allen are current Madden, so they're actually like in-game pictures of them because the cards are about Madden, obviously Ghost of Madden. So they use the Madden art. It came out around Christmas time, hence the snowflakes. It has a white border. I just thought it was very clean. Not many times in Madden history have they used like screenshots of in-game rather than photos. It's only been a couple times, maybe this. I think they did it during the Movers promo, I think, at 25 as well. But yeah, so I think definitely earns a spot in number 10 is the Madden 25 / Madden 13 Ghost cards. Moving in to number 9, this is the only card on the list that's only a single individual card rather than a set or a promo, and that is the Ultimate Freeze Eric Berry from Madden 15, guys. I'm just gonna let you know now, you're gonna sense a trend what my favorite Ultimate Team was. Wink wink. It's Madden 15. But this Ultimate Freeze Eric Berry came out of a gift. If you guys are familiar with how the Christmas promos have worked in the past, you pull a gift, it opens up on a certain day. I think this one opened up maybe even Christmas Day. It was like a 97 overall Eric Berry. The card is so sick, very similar to the Ghost cards, just different because usually they're photos of players with their helmets on, you know, in a static football pose, catching a ball, throwing a ball. But this Eric Berry, he just looks so fierce. He's screaming, his helmet's off. It's like the card's kind of freezing over, and I think the contrast of the red jersey and the super cold ice blue feeling is really awesome. Definitely one of my favorite cards. The Ultimate Freeze promos as a whole every single year are so sick because that ice texture just makes the card look so awesome. So coming in at number 9, Madden 15 2019 Ultimate Freeze Eric Berry. Now coming in at number 8, I love this. If it was up to me, I probably would have put it a little bit higher on the list, but not that many people talked about it. So I'm unofficially giving it the name the most underrated card art in Madden history, and that is the Mover promo for Madden 15. Every single year, obviously, the Mover promos, what players are traded or cut and signed by a different team, and these are the card art for the limited time ones. So I think every single week they released a batch of them. Some of them were like lower, 88, 89, maybe 92 overalls, but the limited time ones were 98, 99s, super juiced. The cards look sick. They have so much personality in them because of the motions. The contrast of the colors is so awesome, especially with the huge new team logo behind it. As you can see, the big Reggie Bush with the huge logo behind it. The Frank Gore is sick. There were so many of these. Like I said, one every single week, so I only could choose 3, but the contrast of the colors, there's just, I don't know what it is, and if Madden now just doesn't want to do these, but I feel like Madden cards now in Madden 19 don't look like this. The colors aren't as bright, they're not as vivid, they're not as kind of in your face, obnoxious, bright colors, and I just love it. I think we need to get back to this. I think it really makes them pop. It makes them stand out from the limited cards to the regular cards. So, most underrated card art of all time, and number 8 on my list is the MUT 15 limited time movers. Now coming in at number 7, we have the MUT Masters, one of the first years, I think maybe the first year that MUT Master was implemented, and that was Madden 16 with Odell Beckham. As you guys know now, in Madden 19, we have Ryan Shazier is the MUT Master. Well, back in 16, it was OBJ. He had a 99 overall card, and he had this kind of card art where it was him in the middle, standing super strong, again with his helmet off, similar to the Eric Berry, and he had photos on either side of him. It was super backlit. It looked like he was kind of like a glowing angel or something. And this was kind of the first time card art, anyways, that I noticed implemented multiple pictures in one. So it wasn't just one picture of Odell. It was him. There's other pictures behind him in the background. Looks super sick. And then later in the year, they also did it with the Ultimate Master, Marcus Allen. Again, him standing in the middle, super strong looking, super regal, with the photos behind him kind of as a background. I love that style. I would love to see it implemented again. This year, I think they did it again a couple times later with maybe a Troy Polamalu or something like that. I think the cards just look different. It looks unique. You can tell it's like a master. It looks royal. It looks important. If you saw that card on somebody's team, I would be terrified because you know they're kind of a big deal. Because it looks obviously like it's very hard to obtain. So MUT Masters, I guess MUT Master / Ultimate Master comes in at number 7. I'm gonna try to go a little bit quicker. Number 6, we have Badge Masters. Again, these are card arts that nobody really talked about because they weren't really a huge deal in the game itself, but I love them. We have this Larry Fitzgerald, I think goes a 91 overall. The card sucked stat-wise, but it doesn't matter. Card art is sick. It has to do with getting a bunch of elite tokens, as you guys, those are in the game now, but there was a bigger focus on tokens back in the day where they looked like gem-like. They looked like rubies. They were very shiny, very bright, and they implemented that very well in this card art. So the Terrell Pryor you see was a version of it, but it was a golden / ultimate ticket created actually by one of my friends on Twitter. His name's Dog Pound. He pulled an ultimate ticket. He wanted to make a Terrell Pryor, and he hit me up because he knew I was a designer, and he said, hey man, what art should we do? What art do you think would best suit this Terrell Pryor? And I just chose the badge. So I kind of have a special connection to this card because I had a hand in making it. I didn't make the sets, I didn't pick the card, but I did help him pick the art, and I think it turned out super sick. So coming in at number 6, Madden 17 Badge Masters. Coming into the top 5, we have Madden 16 making appearance with the Medal Masters. Very similar to what I just said with the Elite Token Masters, but these are the gold and silver Medal Masters. The silver being Cam Chancellor and the gold being Barry Sanders. So you would collect a certain amount of silver / gold players, silver / gold tokens, put a bunch into a set, get these cards. They were very rare. I didn't do them because I was MUT broke at the time, but the card art is sick. Very similar to the Odell where it just looks different. You can tell it's a standout card. There's nothing else that looks like it, especially the Cam. It's so bright and vivid, and the colors are just bouncing off of him like lightning. Super dope. Barry, obviously dope. The golden colors makes him look super regal as well. The light flares. I love how this card looked. I wish I was on my team, and I wish I was on my team in Madden 19. So coming in at number 5 are the Medal Masters. Number 4, we have, again, MUT 15, the Sparkle / Positional Hero cards. Back in the day, nobody called them Positional Heroes. They were all Sparkles. I featured Russell Wilson, Julio Jones, and Sebastian Janikowski. Obviously, the promo that comes at the end of every single year. The best at that specific position gets a card. The Sparkles just looked sick, especially this year because this is when they really started implementing the team colors. Obviously, as you can see with the Russell Wilson, the Seahawks colors, the Janikowski is the Raiders, the black and white. Julio is the bright red. Looks super sick. Looks like they're just catching on fire. Like, reminds me kind of like Hunger Games. I just love how these look. Probably some of my favorite card art of all time. And then they also implemented this kind of how they did with the Terrell Pryor, where later in the year when golden tickets came out and the golden ticket pullers could choose what art they wanted, people were able to choose the sparkle card. So they kind of did the same exact card art, but transitioned it instead of being team colors to being gold and black and white, and it looks so sick with the Calvin Johnson and the Khalil Mack. Definitely something they still implement to this day. They do a similar kind of art style, but it's more just all over the place. It's kind of just like the background's all sparkly. It's not coming off of the players like the players like a shooting star like it was in Madden 15, which I love. So sparkle cards, both positional heroes, and golden tickets coming in at number 4. We've made it to the top 3, and coming in at the 3 spot is probably the number 1 most requested card art on Twitter. I love it. I really do. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's number 1, as if a lot of these people were saying on Twitter. So I still left that on my list. I still left it very high. Number 3 is MUT 15 Ultimate Legends. Back in the day, I don't know if you guys played Madden 15, the same card would release 2 versions of it every single weekend. So Calvin Johnson, say he has a 99 overall. Excuse me, a 99 overall Ultimate Legend, and then another 99 Ultimate Legend would come out, but it was limited, so the stats were a little bit better. It was like plus 2 or 3 in every stat category, and the ones you see on the screen right now are the limited ones. So they had the all-white stark background with this like black smoky kind of explosion behind them. It made the card kind of blurry. The player itself, especially you can see here in the Bo Jackson, looks so dope. It's kind of like militaristic in a way. I don't really know why, but that was just the word that came to mind. It looks very strong. The players look like they're just kind of like in this battle war zone. It looks so dope. Looks super strong. I love this card art, so that's why I put it at number 3. Now number 2, I was gonna put number 2 at number 1, but I think number 1 earned its spot, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But number 2 is the Madden 15 Easter promo. These cards are so sick. They've never done any other cards that look like this in Madden history. They just kind of did this one and then they stopped, which is unfortunate, but it looks so sick. They're painted like Easter eggs. The background is this kind of like swirled paint, like you just took a bucket of paint and poured it in on itself and then ran a toothpick through it. I don't know how to really describe it, but again, they matched the card art to match the team art. It looks dope. The Warren Moon, the red and the blue, the Emmitt Smith, the blue and the white. I mean, Andre Reed. It looks so sick. I wish they would bring this back for the Easter. Obviously, they still do kind of a tie-dye look, but it's not as like clean. It's kind of just like, you know, colored light. It's kind of blurred around. But just the paint swirl, it's such a classic look. I want them to bring it back. If I had my personal vote, this would probably be my favorite of all time, just because there's nothing else like it. It's never been duplicated. It was kind of a one and done thing, and they never really brought it back to the full extent. But I love this. Number 2, the MUT 15 Easter promo. Now coming in at number 1, if you guys haven't been able to guess by now, you kind of figured. You have to know what it is, and that is the most feared art. It was hard for me to pick a year. Most feared every single year. I don't care what Madden it is. I don't care what Ultimate Team it is. Hell, I don't even care what player item it is. It always looks so sick, but obviously, because I'm biased again, Madden 15 was the one I chose. I'll talk about that why right now, but the cards look sick. It's very spooky, very Halloween. I think the cards match the kind of promo the best, like how the cards relate to the promo and the theme. This card art is perfect. It literally looks like a horror movie. They chose pictures of the players with their helmets off or the players screaming and yelling. It matches perfectly the kind of glowing red and orange behind them. And then another reason I put it top 1 is because there's actually 2 different card arts for each one. So let me transition the slide. There was these cards that would be called, called Enrage. So on Halloween, as you guys know, I think it was Halloween and Friday the 13th, but the cards would enrage. They would all turn from 94s to 99 overalls. The stats would go up to like 100 speed, 100 hit power, 100 zone coverage, 100 trucking. The cards were sick. They grew in height, and then as they evolved stat-wise, the card art also changed. So it changed from this like kind of super scary orange and red glowing demon kind of art. It evolved to this like blue kind of more eerie, creepy vibe. So it went from scary to eerie, and there was something about that I just found really appealing. I think it matched the tone where like before it was obviously a really good card. It would destroy you on the field, but now it's like scary, creepy. You don't even want to go against it because the stats are so good. It really matched the feel of the players. It really matched the feel of the promo itself with Most Feared. I'm not gonna be, I'm not nervous about this year at all. I think Most Feared is gonna be amazing. The card art always is, but there's just something special about MUT 15. There's something special about the Enraged art and how it evolved on Halloween night. I just loved it so much. So coming in at number 1, the classic Most Feared, specifically Enraged Most Feared from MUT 15. Well, guys, I hope that wasn't too long. I know I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to card art and design. I could talk about this, honestly, for hours. I could make a whole live stream about talking about it. But that was my top 10. Let me know down below what I got right, what I got wrong, and what theme you would like for Top 10 Tuesday next week. I really enjoyed this video. Probably one of my favorites I've ever made. It really took me back, man. I felt very nostalgic making it. I was going on Mudhead. I was searching through YouTube and YouTube thumbnails trying to find this card art. I had like hundreds of you guys tweeting me your favorite card art, and it made me so happy. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did enjoy the content, go on, if you wouldn't mind, leave a fat like on the video and subscribe to join the Volt Squad. Like I said earlier, 1.7 thousand subscribers. Thank you guys so much for that. I'm looking forward to making more of these in the future, and I hope you're around to enjoy them, guys. Again, have a fantastic rest of your day. Enjoy your card art, and good luck with everything Madden Ultimate Team related. Till next time, guys, it's been Volt, and I'll catch you on the sticks. Later.
Make the ground shake.